Let's face it, one person's list is gonna be a little weird, and hopefully honest, and, well, maybe a wee bit hedgy even. For instance, my list doesn't entirely overlap with the voting I've done and plan to do on various critics' shout-outs. Those lists are trying to achieve something grand, something emphatic, something maybe even a little prophetic and lasting. This is list as share, as like, as in I want to share with you the films I liked, and I hope that you like them as much as I did. The following films worked a sweet spot in me. These movies made me think, or made me feel deeply, or better, or best yet, they made me do both. The nuzzling between those two things is absolutely one of my favorite things in the world. Hey, but before I get on with it, I just want to give a vigorous nod to some of the movies not on the list that are gnawing at me even now. See what I mean by hedgy? But these movies were that indelible and even now make me second guess myself. I think I should probably do that again. Sorry.
All good.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Absolutely one of my favorite things. Hey, but before I get on with it, I just want to give a vigorous nod to some of the movies not on the top 10 list that gnaw at me even now. See what I mean by hedgy? But these movies were that indelible and even now are kind of making me second guess myself. Another day, another viewing or two, any one of them might have bumped another one off the list. Okay, so props to Star Wars The Force Awakens, Brooklyn, Pixar's Inside Out, the uncomfortable artificial intelligence drama Ex Machina, the origin story of the rap group NWA Straight Outta Compton, and Mad Max Fury Road, George Miller's thrashing operatic return to his Mad Max franchise. They're all killer films. Now to my top 10 list. Since I reviewed many of these for Reaction Shot, I won't belabor the arguments except in a couple of cases. Coming in at 10 is The Revenant. The dark frontier drama opens wide next Friday, and I'll review it for Reaction Shot then. It's the only movie on the list I haven't seen at least twice, but the visual and oral journey of explorer Hugh Glass, played by Leonardo DiCaprio, remains unsettling in ways I feel compelled to honor. I haven't relied on the words brutal and relentless when describing a movie this much since 12 Years a Slave. Number 9 is Steven Spielberg's impeccable Cold War drama, Bridge of Spies. You know what? I felt queasy and impossibly blue after it came out of number 8, Sicario. The drug cartel thriller plunges agent Kate Macer, played by Emily Blunt, into moral quicksand. It's an astoundingly handsome film in which good guys use bad guy techniques in the name of bringing down the worst guys. Nothing new there, you say, but thanks to Agent Macer's complicated relationship to Benicio del Toro's mysterious character, this film would make a great double bill with, of all things, Silence of the Lambs. Sicario is just a different kind of horror movie.
You okay, Mason?
Yeah. Why'd he shoot? There's no one here.
Whoa. What the?
Number 7 is a movie about 2 transgender prostitutes, and hey, why don't we throw an Armenian taxi driver who lives on the down low into the mix while we're at it? Tangerine is set in LA, and it takes place on Christmas Eve, no less. When the movie premiered at Sundance last year, a lot was written about it being shot on 3 iPhone 5Ss, and guess what? That is actually really impressive once you see it. But what really sticks has been trans actresses Katana Kiki Rodriguez and Maya Taylor's performances as the 2 hardworking girls and best friends. Each lady is getting an Oscar campaign for her at times hilarious, at times heartbreaking, always fierce performance.
I remember one Christmas, I was like 6 or 7. My family bought me the cutest little Barney doll that I would take with me everywhere. And one day, I put it inside the tub with me to give it a bath.
Oh, girl, she tried her ass.
And it just stopped working. It stopped singing the I Love You song. And I was just so upset. The world can be a cruel place.
Yes, it is cruel. God gave me a penis. That's pretty damn cruel, don't you think?
Number 6 is Me and Earl and the Dying Girl. That this charmer about adolescent connection and alienation got lost in the disconcerting indie film box office lull of 2015 doesn't make it any less special. Jesse Andrews did a lovely job adapting his novel for the screen, but it's director Alfonso Gomez-Reon's fluid, funny, heartfelt use of cinema's tricks, movies within movies, animation, idiosyncratic camera angles, to name just a few, that made it so touching without it ever becoming precious. As for Room director Lenny Abrahamson and novelist Emma Donoghue, they bring Donohue's powerfully interior tale of 5-year-old Jack and his ma, both held in captivity in a shed for years, to the screen, and nothing got lost in the translation. Avoiding narration or voiceover and trusting the performances and the camera's ability to bear witness, Room reminds audiences just how powerful a language cinema can be. That said, the truly remarkable thing about this harrowing indie drama is how smart it is in refusing to tell another ripped from the headline psycho predator story.
He needs to play with something real. I'm worried about him being on the phone.
He's doing fine.
Well, I don't give him my phone, so I'd appreciate it if you didn't give him yours.
Okay, well.
Great. I just want him to connect with something.
Joy. Joy. He's really doing fine.
I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm supposed to be happy.
You just need to rest, okay?
No, I don't. I don't need to rest.
That's what the doctor
That is not what the doctor said. You don't know what he said because it was a confidential conversation and you don't know what he said.
All right. I feel like you're impossible to talk to right now.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're not sorry.
Yeah, I'm not sorry. You have no idea what's going on in my head.
Yeah, well, try me. I have asked you.
And then what? Then every time you look at me, that's all that you see?
When I look at you, Joy, I will see my daughter.
Not to give the next film short shrift. After all, they're in my top 5. But number 4 is Ridley Scott's The Martian. Number 3 is The Big Short, the comedy drama about the mortgage meltdown. And number 2 is Todd Haynes' exquisitely vexed love story, Carol, starring Cate Blanchett and Rooney Mara. As for my number 1 movie, it's Spotlight. Tom McCarthy's movie about the investigative team at the Boston Globe and its dogged pursuit of the cover-up by the Catholic Archdiocese of a decades-long priest sex abuse scandal is an engrossing drama, to be sure. It's about abuses of power by individuals, but also by trusted, if arrogant, institutions. And the movie's argument for the value of a muscular fourth estate, a dedicated press, is as entertaining as it is profound. And for that, you can call me a sentimental fool, but guess what? It's my list.
We got law. This is it.
No, this is law covering for one priest. There's another 90 out there.
Yeah, and we'll print that story when we get it, but we got to go with this now.
No, I'm not going to rush the story, Mike.
We don't have a choice, Robbie. If we don't rush to print, somebody else is going to find these letters and butcher this story. Joe Quimby from the Herald was at the freaking courthouse.
Mike.
What? Why are we hesitating? Barron told us to get law. This is law.
Barron told us to get the system. We need the full scope. That's the only thing that will put an end to this.
Then let's take it up to Ben, let him decide.
We'll take it to Ben when I say it's time.
It's time, Robbie. It's time. They knew, and they let it happen. 2 kids. Okay? It could have been you. It could have been me. It could have been any of us. We gotta nail these scumbags. We gotta show people that nobody can get away with this. Not a priest or a cardinal or a freaking pope.